All right, hello everybody. This is Alan Freed, the King of the Moondoggers. Welcome again to our Saturday rock and roll party.
It wasn't very many years ago when the only thing you heard on the radio was the music that the old folks liked, and you thought you should like it too. And then around the summer of '55, we heard a new sound that made us all come alive. He introduced the music that they used to call rhythm and blues. He said, yesterday is gone, roll on, music roll on. He gave us something we could call our own, and you felt the rhythm flowing down into your soul. He was the king of rock and roll. Oh, I remember the way it started to grow, how we waited on lines for the Paramount shows. So I know I was there, I was part of the original cast. Well, how the balcony would rumble and the girls would scream. Chuck Berry played a song about Maybelline. It's a fad, it's bad, and Dad said it would never last. Oh, he was wrong, and yesterday is gone. Roll on, music roll on. He gave us something we could call our own, and you felt the rhythm flowing down into your soul. He was the king of rock and roll. And out in California, just a little bit south of LA, sweet little 16 became Surfin' USA. Well, it's funny now how you never hear his name, and many he started have fortune and fame. It's a shame the way we decided to say goodbye. And I see Chuck, Rick, and Elvis, they still roll on, and it's 20 years later and the king is gone. They never even gave him his piece of American pie. And yesterday is gone. Roll on, music roll on. They gave us something we could call our own, and you